Top of the evening to you laddies, my name is not Jacksepticeye, and yes, I know that I sound like I am copying him, but you guys said you enjoyed it and it was kind of fun, so we might as well just start off almost every video with it, why not? But today is the day. You all have waited for it, and that is the release of the 2020 stock/updated edit of the F-Series 2 through 450. Now these are just a couple of demos that we have out to show some of the options off. Not all, but some. And a lot of the things that have been added are things like this. Fifth wheel tailgate, as well as a fifth wheel attacher. Toolboxes have been added. The option to remove or have minimal of the mud flaps. The mud flaps you can have either none, just the rear, or all of them. I have one that has just the, there's just the rear. There has been a new bed added. Somebody reached out to me and was interested in me adding possibly a flatbed, another version of one, and I'm not kidding you guys, this thing looks minty fresh. The 3 gas versions now have new sounds, as well as a topper has been added, and on this, is it on the King Ranch? No, it is on this King Ranch. There's also bed covers. So the new sounds, there isn't really new sounds. I got rid of the turbo whistle that sounded ugly on this thing, so the diesel still sounds the same minus the high-pitched whistle once you get up to higher speeds. I'll let you guys hear that now. Same sound up, same startup, same everything else, just if you guys can listen. The original truck sound files that I got for this truck had a little bit of a whistle in it, but not a lot. It was just enough to where it was still there, but it keeps the sound of the original Power Stroke in the truck. I personally love that sound, and I hope you guys do too. But another man hooked me up with some gas sounds, so now the gasoline version of the truck, which when I say in a video I'm gonna go fill up with gas, I can say it because still has the three dings at the beginning like a regular Ford. But now we have a gas. And that just sounds like that. We also had a little flex fuel badge that I made. Well, not made, but tuned it up just a little bit to stick it on the back rear tailgate. It's not identical to the one that goes on the Fords, but it's going to be the closest I can get. I also did realize that because I'm working off of a 2018's tailgate, that the Ford logo is supposed to be up here, as well as Super Duty is supposed to be in the middle, but you know what? 2020 new models can just go boo themselves because I personally like that on the back of the tailgate. But a huge, huge improvement. Some of you guys also asked, getting in and out, the mirrors will fold. Well, that's new, because with all these new features, had to be rewritten in the script to, now it's IC. Once you get in the truck, when you buy the truck, the mirrors will be folded in. You can fold them out, but then you have to use the whatever keys to what you have for like a skid loader or whatever it was, and that's how you unfold them and fold them out for the actual tow mirrors. The other things that are IC scripted, the tailgate is not. The tailgate is still controlled by the X. However, the first is the topper. And the topper, once I open up these, if you guys can kind of see it, those yellow lines that are encasing the topper, this thing actually has collisions. So when I close it, and you guys can see, it will enclose the actual model itself, meaning that you can put something in the topper and it will actually stay in there. The next button, though, once we go over here to the King Ranch, in the middle, we'll toggle the bed cover. And that, I believe, if I'm correct, does this truck have them? Yes. The last button will then toggle the ramps. So, middle, bed cover, right, ramps, and far left is the topper. The last one, though, is right here on the wiper stick, which you can guess controls the wipers. And the best I can do to kind of fix the issue of them flying in the middle of the air. And you can toggle them off. So that's going to do it for the new features. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to go through the store and we're going to look at some more options. So as you can see here in the store, we now have 2 versions. This is This is the trick to getting the different sounds of a gas and diesel. It is not two separate mods. It is one mod, there's just a different sound file that each model will read. It's the same mod, but it reads two different sounds. But there's two different sounds. You get the diesel and you get the gas. They both start out at the same prices, and both all have the same options. As you saw on the King Ranch, though, that was orange, there has been more colors added. Each of them, some of them I made up some names for, others they were real colors, or personally I liked them. So we now have Yellow Stinger, which is a brighter, more race yellow. Then we have Sunshine Yellow, which is just a little bit duller. It's not a whole lot more, but it still is a little nice touch, more of a construction-ish. We got Competition Orange, which is what the other King Ranch was. And for you Violet fans out there, it's a little bright. I might dim it down, but plum crazy. And then we have Shadow Violet, which is just a darker version of the plum crazy. Now this is from GTA. It's not exact, but Gasoline Green. I personally love this color. I believe the Gasoline Green has a very nice effect to this truck. Like, it just kind of fits that body style. If it were an older, like, 1970s or 1980s when they still had the square bodies, that one worked. And this is more of a two-tone color, but a smooth cream. It's kind of like a garlic tannish color. But that's going to do it for the new paint colors. The design's the same thing. It's just, again, if you wanted to pick a different color. We're going to put this back to white. And the next thing is the organization. Now, the old version, it was very unorganized. The new version, bumper options, that controls your front bumper. It is a little slower now in the stores, so be aware of that. This is not a mod for lower end PCs. I'm going to say that right now. I'm sorry. It will also not be coming to console, but the organization has been a lot better in this one. But this controls all the bumpers in the front. There is no more bumper option when it comes to the front guard being within these. So it's just these bumpers. So you'll get the painted or the chrome of 250, 350, 450. Just let me get through back to the 250s. There we go. And the bumper guard option now is where we add either the blacked out or chrome trim. We also now have a plow prep and winch. You don't have to have anything here. Or you can get a plow prep. Once it loads, there we go, plow bracket. It was raised from under the splitter into the middle of the bumper mesh. Not mesh, but the bumper in the middle. And lastly, a winch. And yes, it does work. I will test it out on a tree towards the end of the episode if you guys want to check out, see how that works. And then there's also an option to install the ramps. The ramps will not show if you do not have the stock bed on here, as well as the stock bed add-ons. The stock bed add-ons consist of the toolbox, the bed cover, and the topper, which I personally love the topper. Toppers are my favorite. If I could, I'd have this truck be an extended cab with the gray trim on the bottom, magnetic metallic, and it'd be perfect. But that's it for the stock bed add-ons, and remember, both ramps and stock bed, you have to have the stock bed. Tailgate configurations, you got the stock, and then you got the fifth wheel, and both of them will fold and both have collisions. Just gotta wait here. Bring it down another one. Plate decals, those haven't changed. It's just that the Nebraska plate will now show up. The Nebraska plate will not show up if you have the winch on the front, but it will show when you have the plow mount brackets. I'm going to bring it down here again. And then it's just the same Platte Valley and Deer Country. Still have the feature of the caps on the front rims that if you have rear-wheel drive with no 4x4, the caps will still be on the front rims, as well as the dualies. The second you put on a 4x4 package, it takes that cap off. The hitch options. Now here's the big key. I used to say the attachers were with the beds. The beds are now separate. The attachers, I couldn't get the organization to where I really wanted to. So the only thing you guys are going to have to know is that the hitch options, like it says here, cycle till hitch. It's supposed to say appears, but that's the best thing. They are labeled though, so you'll see stock hitch, stock drop, meaning the stock bed, stock. You'll have the stock drop, stock gooseneck, stock with, and then a fifth wheel, and then it'll go to the pintle gooseneck, pintle fifth wheel, adjustable, and then you can guess what the next two are, and then it goes to the Bradford, CM, Hillsboro, and then the newest one, which I will go to, and that is the bedrock bed, I'm assuming. The platform is still the same. You'll change your interior and change your badging. Your bed options, which is where all those same beds are still in play. I did fix the CM bed lights, but this is the bedrock bed, which now also comes with either no hitch or you can get the pintle hitch. Lighting on this, beautiful bed. I love it. It's going to be the new, if you guys saw in Austin Farmer's newest one of his videos where I brought out a service truck to service his New Holland Combine. It had a CM bed on it, but this is going to be the new truck, so if you guys are confused on that. Also, Platte Valley will be built after harvest. I cannot stress that one enough. But those are the new options there. And then the bed options. The bed options now will change both the bed and the collisions. I found out how to do that, so do not worry about having to toggle those. Just make sure that you have the right hitch with the right bed. That's the only thing now. F-Series wheel, nothing changed there besides somebody asked what's the difference between the two Alcoa 18-inch. I just labeled them 350 and 450. That's it. Steps are still the same as well. So that is the huge rundown of all the new quirks and features about this big old truck mod that took forever to do, and you guys waited so long and so patiently that I am super grateful for that. Yes, a few of you guys got antsy, but I mean, I would be too. This thing, I put so much time and effort into this. I mean, it's the most I've ever done. I never thought I could get to a point where this truck would get so much attention, but it's all thanks to everybody else that put all their time and effort into helping me get this entire project to be possible. So big, big, big shout out to everybody that has had a part in this mod. Whether it be giving a few suggestions or constant support of such a great mod, or just giving me the tough times of why do I want something that looks like a dumpster? Lol, just fun, just having fun. It looks great. Even those, it's been a long road, and I just really want to stress that appreciation for you guys for literally anybody that has made this possible. This has been one of my dreams to be able to do this kind of a hobby, but now that we can finally say that it's done, it's time to move on to some more projects, but we're going to test out the winch so you guys can see how that works. Whew! Dang, that diesel's a little loud. But all the attached joints, everything on this truck works. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, because I had to duplicate a lot of things to make the code in there, there's probably some tiny little things that I forgot. But everything that I have noticed, I've ran it through about 3 or 4 testers. They didn't say there was any problems. And we're just gonna test this. We're just gonna see what we can't do, because I'm super excited. I really want to test this thing out now. Oh, chainsaws are in here. Where's the chainsaw? Just buy a Husker. We'll just buy it still. It doesn't matter. And we're just gonna chop down a tree over here quick. Just chop down this here tree. And we're gonna see. Oh, sweet. Yeah, if you guys want to know if I'm gonna get any of those messages, that's why. To do the winch controls, it's the same as on the 2018 250. It's just all the same controls. It does stretch fairly long, I will say that much. But then all the same controls up here. Release rope, all it is the left shift. Oh, well, it's Z. Oh, we have to turn it on first. And we can winch the tree out. And if we want to speed it up, just press the shift Z. As we can see, the tree is coming our way. And that's all it is to it, guys. I mean, this has been this has been a fun ride. I really love the amount of work that went into this truck. Sure, it was a lot of pain, but I hoped it was worth it to you guys. So that's most likely gonna do it for this video, guys. I really thank you guys for checking me out. Everything that has gone into this truck has been pretty much everything I've known, and just I'm sorry I keep going off, but it really does mean the world to me that you guys support what I do and how I do my mods. Of course, there's going to be some problems along the way and things happen, but I really hope that this version is a step up from what was going to be released. Those things fold in fast. Never mind. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for checking me out. Literally, I cannot stress that enough. Be sure to go check out the Boomstick Club. With all those guys' content, Clutch, Grant, all of them, especially Pickle. Don't forget Pickle and Austin. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have given me in such a great year. Let's make 2020 a great one by starting it off with this truck. This is Rental Man out. Peace.